Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new playthrough video. Today I am playing a game of Core Space Firstborn. This is going to be mission briefing number 6 called Memory Tech. I'm supposed to try to find these things called engrams. They have an unusual look. I have a couple already in my inventory that I haven't sold, but I would definitely want to try to find more. The primary objective is to find some and sell them. Secondary objective is to kill a rockworm and get some of its meat, because it's apparently a delicacy in this area of the universe. And then finally, there's a few specials. They've already placed the first drone for me. We begin with one peg already in the hostility tracker. What else? Oh yes, this is the interesting part. So my crew begins down here in this corner, but this is not where they begin. It says there's a thing called reality shift. There is a secret door. Where is it? Let me find it. It's right here. I marked it with some red pegs. You probably can't see them in the video. I'll turn it right there. That is a locked secret door that I cannot open without accessing this control panel. How do you access the control panel? Well, you have to find these crystal, or I forget what you call them. The command console has these 4 keys. I don't know any other word to call them, and one of them is stored in each of the stasis pods. So I need at least 2 of the keys to insert into the control panel to unlock that door. Now, why is that important? Well, because it's this thing called reality shift. It says, as you enter the catacombs, your crew are affected by a powerful firstborn defensive technology, and all are phased to new locations within the structure. Your traders are not deployed as normal. Instead, they are randomly placed at entry points 1, 3, 5, and 6. They are randomly placed adjacent to entry points 1, 3, 5, and 6. Okay, so 1, 3, 1 is here, 3, and 5 and 6. So let's see what happens. So for Cassie, I will roll the purple die, and it will tell me. So basically, if I roll a 1 or 2, it goes here. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. She will start here. Where will Wade start? 5, which is right here. So it's kind of split up my crew. Where will Balcor go? 3, which is up here. So far, so good. Well, at least I know that Hopper will be with one of them. I don't know which one, but we'll figure it. Number 4, he and Balcor start up here. So my crew is all spread out. Now, before I get going, a couple things. I got some good cash last game, and I sold off some of my existing weapons and equipment, along with the bounty I got for the 2 live lieges that I captured. And I went ahead and did some upgrades. So I got rid of Cassie's 2 pistols. I sold them off for much less than they were worth. But I bought her a rifle that is 3-2, 3 dice at short range, 2 at medium. But it's also a grenade launcher. Now, grenades cost money. They're 5 credits each. I bought her 3 grenades. She has 1 ready to go, and 2 would need to be reloaded when she fires it. Now, it'll shoot normal bullets, but I'd like to use that grenade launcher. We'll see how that works. I also bought Hopper some one point of shielding, and I upgraded Balcor to a 2-point belt shield. The belt works like this. It's worth 2. If the enemy fires at him and hits with 2 hits, it absorbs it. But if it hits with 3, it overloads the belt. He takes 1 point of damage because it absorbs 2, but the additional one goes through to him. And then the belt has to be repaired or recharged or whatever, and it can't work again. But you'll remember, he has 1 of natural armor. So if it goes through the belt, it disables the belt, but that 1 extra would be absorbed by his natural armor. All right, let's get going on this. So, first round, I already shuffled the event deck. You place a peg. Now, in this case, no drone will appear this turn, but there's already one here. So, I do draw an event card, and it says Government Access Codes. You've managed to hack into an official database and requisition an aid package. Keep this card and discard it. Oh, you know what? I didn't just. I had this on the last game. I played the last game I played right before I played this one. I haven't even. That's right. I did not shuffle. I just took that card and put it on top. So let me shuffle it again. I sometimes forget to do that. When I'm recording these videos, sometimes I record 2 or even 3 games in a row, because since I've already got things set up and I've already got the camera focused where I want it, it's just easier to, and sometimes I have the time. So this game is being filmed right after that last one. So let me just shuffle these really well, and then we will get going on that. So let me draw the event card, and hopefully this one will be different. Cleanse. Exhaust burst. If the Dyson reactor has been destroyed, discard and draw another. Well, the Dyson reactor is still there. Otherwise, choose an inactive exhaust on the board at random. Well, there's one here and one here. So I'll roll a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6. So this one turns on, which means you don't want to go near it. Place 3 reminder counters. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And at the end of each round, basically, you remove one, and then it will turn off. One is when there are none remaining, the exhaust becomes inactive. If all exhausts are already active or random exhaust, okay. So yeah, at the end of each round, one of these will come off. All right, that was the event card. Now, here's the thing. This drone, this door is closed. All the doors are closed except for the quarters. They're open. So right now, this drone can't really see anything. Cassie can get to this one pretty quick. Wade can get to this one. That would give me my 2 keys, which would get me to this, which will unlock this door. I think the priority here is to figure a way back to the ship. And then once I've got this door unlocked, if time permits, then I can go looting. But right now I need to protect my crew. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Cassie move 1, 2, 3, 4, and she will search this one. And you automatically get one of the keys. So, all right. So let's take that. She exposed a larva, which does 1 damage, and it avoids shields. So she's automatically lost a health. So this goes away. She found a blade, a liege shard. 3 in the hand and 3 if thrown. Nice. I'm going to hold on to that. And then she got, it looks like some sort of healing. I don't know what that is. Some sort of green bottle. Let me look and see what this thing is. The green bottle is that a necro flask? No. Doesn't tell me what it is. So it's got a little symbol which says you can't use it when you find it. So never mind. So even though I found it, I can't use it this turn. It's got a square 3, which is... Oh, it's a stem. Okay. Restore 2 skill pegs. Oh, that's neat. Restore 3 skill pegs. But unfortunately, she can't use it this round. But I will keep that in her bag. And then, of course, I found 6. Something worth 6. I'm going to put it in her bag until I don't have any room anymore. And then I'll have to decide what to get rid of. All right, so she is done. That is her turn. She searched it, found the keys. Let's see, 1, 2. She was here. 3, 4. Yeah, she can move diagonally, so she could have gotten there. All right, so she is done. Let's get... Now, Wade is going to have to double move, so he won't be able to search it this turn, unless he has a special skill that can get him there quicker. He only has 2 skill points, and I'm not really wanting to burn his skill points this early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll get him right here so that he can look through this door and corridor and look through this, and he and Cassie will be able to see each other at least. Yeah, not this round, but on the next round. Well, that's not true. They can see each other. All right, so he is done. Balcor and Hopper just need to get to civilization. The best thing they can do... Well, Hopper could go in here and loot this. not Hopper, Balcor. I'm gonna get Hopper's my weak crew member. If he dies, I hate that. So I want to get him to safety. So he's gonna move 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he can move right there. All right, he moves and he is done, and he can see Wade through this open corridor here. Balcor, I'm gonna send him after this one, just to have it as a backup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so he is done. And that's it for the crew's turn. Now it is the Trueborns, or the Firstborn. All right, so what happens with the drone is the drone activates and it looks around and it doesn't see anybody, which is not true. Actually, it is. That door, I treat doors as closed until you approach them. So he would disappear from here, and he would go from 4 to 5. So he would appear here, and he looks around, and he sees nobody. And so that is the end of his turn. Now it is the end of the round. I place a marker, or a peg. It is time to roll to see if another drone appears. You roll the green die. Actually, yeah, you roll to see if it appears, and it does. And then you roll the purple dice to see where it appears. It appears at number 6 as well, which is not good for me because now it sees Cassie, which means now I'm no longer in the patrol phase. So, set off the alarms. And it doesn't get to attack this round. That's just when it appears. So, draw an event card. What just happened? The traders feel a sudden sickening shift as if the asteroid's gravity has failed. You feel like something different now. Roll the knowledge die and apply the effects. All right, roll this. I rolled a 3. On a 3 to 4, the 3 firstborn closest to traders are scattered 3 times. If there are not enough firstborn in play, for each one you cannot scatter an arc instead. Okay. So there's only one, so I'm going to have to scatter 2 arcs. So this one gets scattered, and how many times? The first 3 born are each scattered 3 times. So this guy's going to get scattered 3 times. First time is 4 going that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second roll is 1 coming back. And then the third one is 6 going that way. And I think does it scattered. If you hit walls, you stop, if I remember right. But this is a quarter, so it can go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it got pushed way down here, which is good for Cassie, but I'm still they're still alerted to my presence. So, and then I have to scatter 2 arcs. All right, so what I'll do is I will scatter. There's 4 arcs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. What I'll do is I will scatter. Let's try to make this random. So let me get a D4. All right, so I'm gonna start at this one and go clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first one to scatter is number 1. This one. It will scatter 3 times. First roll is 4 this way. All right. Then 3 back this way. All right. And then 6 sort of this way. 1, 2. It goes up against the corner here where it can't go any further. All right. And then the second arc, I won't re-roll. I'll re-roll ones, is number 3. That would be this one. This one will scatter 2 this way. 1, 2. Second roll, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then third and final one is 4 this way. And it can't go anywhere, so we'll just leave it there. All right, that was the event card. My turn. All right, so Cassie has one of the 2 keys. Wade will get one this turn. The drones have been alerted, so this will go all the way up to full, and then we will start at inspection hostility level on the next round. Okay. Cassie has a 3 2 weapon. She could walk up and blast it with 3 dice, which is not a bad deal. Or she could run for this. She's got the key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to make them come to me. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She goes, hey, Wade, I got one of the keys. How they know about these keys and how they work, I don't know. It's just part of the storyline, I guess. I guess it's traders know about some of the technology and stuff. All right, so she is done. I need to place her token. Take this away, and this away. And Wade will, for his first action, he will search this, and he gets the second key. And he finds a larva, another one. This one does 2 damage, and it ignores shields. So he takes 2 damage. Wow. Okay, that goes away. He finds part of an artifact, which is worth 4. Oh, he finds one of those, good. He finds one of those, Ingrams, and it's worth 3. But the rules for this particular scenario say that these are in hot demand, so they're worth 4 times the amount. So that's worth 12. He will put that in his backpack. And then he gets some material, which he'll put in there, and then also the artifact. Why not? Load it in there. Okay, let's see. At the end of this round, one of these I'll have to remember to go away. Since it activated last round, this will be the round it goes out. Okay, this goes away. All right, so we are alert. Cassie has moved. All right, so Wade just moved, and now he will move 1, 2, 3. He cannot use the key this particular turn, but he will on the next turn. So he is done. I am going to have... all right, let's do this. Balcor's going to move 1, and then that's 1 action, and then he'll open this. And let's see, did he get a larva too? That would be funny. No larva this time. Okay, so he's got a fibril, which is used for repairing things. I don't really need that. The reason I'm being picky is he only has 1 slot to put anything. Now this is an echo orb, and the way this works is it's that 3 symbol. What is that symbol? This is a deflects firstborn energy. Yes. All right. So the first time it's used, it's set to 3. That means the first time firstborn ranged attacks made against the holder are reflected back at the attacker, applying cover as if the holder of this item had made the attack, but still using the knowledge die and other effects. These items will have a limited number of uses, rotating out. Okay. So 3, 2, 1. Yeah. So the first time anyone fires at him, it will get bounced back. I will put that in there because that may come in handy. The problem is all 3 of these have to go back in here. He does not have room to take them. And he is done. Now for Hopper the robot. You know, I'm going to regret this. I'm getting greedy. He could go in here and go to this arc. And there's a door here he could still go to get to Wade if he needs to, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until they get this door open so I can get back to the ship. I have to go through here, through there, and then snake back around this way. So it's a long way. So let's get Hopper going. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold on. I'm going to have him get in this corner. And then I'm going to have him search the room for his second action. When you search, you get to draw a random token out of here. Hopper has a lot of room to take things, so let's see what he gets. He gets a Cipher Orb. Event 2. I have no idea what this is. Let's see. What is a Cipher Orb? When used, these items allow you to look at the next 1 or 2 event cards, depending on the item, and then put them back in the same order. And it's a free action, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. And I can only sell it for 2, so let's use it. He will use it as a free action. So I take the top 2, and I can look at them and put them back in any order. I am going to be now in inspection mode. Inspection, the nearest liege calls for backup. Place. Okay, so this cannot be done. A rockworm arrives at a random rock wall. Well, that can happen because the rocks are not near me, although that one could trigger for Balcor. Both of these, I have to put them back in a certain order. So let's do this. The nearest liege to a trader calls for backup. Place 2 drones at the nearest patrol point. Raise the hostility by 1 for each drone. Okay, so I'm going to do this one first and the worm second. So I'm going to leave them in that order. And Hopper is now done. He moved and he searched. So that is the end of my crew phase. Now they know that someone is here. So they will now move towards the nearest trader, which in this case, I think it's going to be Balcor, because this one can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to see him. To see her, it's got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it can be closer to Cassie. So yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the problem here is it can't fire at her, but if it moves 2 more, it'll just move closer. It will be able to fire on its next turn. It wouldn't have been able to even get within visible range of Balcor, so it would have chosen to go here because it can see Cassie. Now this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, this one will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's coming for Cassie and Wade. The good news is I'll be able to deal with them, hopefully. All right, that is the end of the round. We take one of these away, and we put a peg in, and now we are in the inspection hostility tracker area, which means 1 drone automatically gets placed. Where does it go? 4. 4 is up here. And then we roll to see if a liege appears. It does. Where does it appear? At number 6. That's not where I wanted it, but we'll take it. It's right down here. So we've got a liege within sight of Wade and 2 drones within sight of Cassie. Okay, it is now time to draw an event card, and I know what this is. The nearest liege calls for backup. Place 2 drones at the nearest patrol point, which is right here. So we've got 1 and we've got 2. All right. Okay, my turn. I'm going to have Hopper move. Well, let me take these up first. I'm going to have Hopper try to thin out the numbers down here. He will move 1, 2, and now he can see this one. So he moved. Now he will fire. He has a 2 dice attack for medium range. This is definitely medium because it's not within 5. Yep. So I need 2 hits to make this happen. And I only got 1. So he is done. He fired, so he loses an ammo, and it goes in here. Wade will fire at both of these. First shot is actually, he's going to close in range. He will go 1, 2, 3. Now he's within short range of that one. Yes, and now he can roll 3 dice. And he got nothing. He whizzes and misses. Ugh. All right. You only place the first shot fired per round in the hostility tracker. Okay. Cassie's got the grenade. Let's do it. All right. Wade is done. Cassie has the grenade can be fired at medium range with this particular weapon. Medium range is anything within this. So yes, so she can do it. I love how these grenades work. So the way they work is you roll You pick the point you want to fire at. Well, I'm going to fire at this one right here. It rolls 4 dice, and then there's 3 dice for within 2 and 1 dice within 1. So both of these will get a, hold on, let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's how that reads. For blast weapons, it's on page, I was looking at this earlier. Okay, so the first, throwing an assault die, okay. So the first number is the number of combat dice for the target. The next number shows the number of dice used within 1 square, and then the smaller number is within 2 squares. All right, so this one is within 1 square, this one was within 2. So this one will get 2 dice attack, and this one will just get a 1 dice attack, which won't do anything, which is unfortunate. But I'm still going to do it. So she fires the grenade, and I have to take that out. But when I do, I'm going to use one of my skills here. I'm going to use it to increase the dice. A ranged attack with +1 die. After rolling, you may split the hits between up to 2 eligible targets within short range of each other. Oh, man, that's cool. All right, so I can choose to do it. If I burn a skill, ranged attack with +2. After rolling, you may split the hits between any number of eligible targets within short range. Let's do that. So she's going to spend 3 skill points. I may regret this. She's going to roll 4 dice, 1, 2, 3, 4, for this target. But because it's ranged, any target within short range of each other, I can split it. So I'm going to add 2 dice to it. There's 1. I'll have to roll an additional red. So and she gets no rerolls. So let's hope for the best here. Oh, that's nice. 1, 2, 3 hits, and I get to roll 1 extra. 4 hits. So what I will do, I'm going to divide it between this drone and this liege, since they're all within short range of each other. I'll take these 2 out, which means this one gets no damage to it, which is okay. I'd rather have a drone survive than a liege. And that was her first shot. She'll just fire her gun this time, and it's at medium range, so she gets a 2 dice attack with that. And, maybe she should fire at one of these. Because this one's going to mark her as the target. Both of these are going to mark her as the target. She's going to get in some trouble here. I could move into cover and make them come closer, although this one will still get a shot at me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, she'll move right here, out of range. I don't really know if that's going to help because, well, Wade does have armor, so he'll be okay. I hope he'll be okay. And that is the end of her turn. Balcor will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can be seen by this one. Oh, I didn't think about that. That's okay. That's all right. We'll do it. All right, and he is done. So now it's the enemy's turn. Well, they're all drones, so let's start with this one. This one can see Cassie, so it will roll a 2 dice attack for its first action. Nothing. And it'll fire again for its second action. 2 hits, her armor absorbs 1, so she takes a point of damage. And this one is done. Let's do this one. This one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. That one's done. All right, these 2. This one can see Wade. It will fire a 2-shot attack, and it does 3 damage. His armor absorbs 1, so he takes 2. This could be bad. Well, and it gets a second shot. It takes 2 shots. And those 2 are enough to knock him out. He goes down. Now, he does have a needle shot, but I'll have to get Hopper to administer that. So he is down for now. This one will fire at Balcor. It's a 2-shot attack. 2 hits. His shield belt takes both. It fires again, and only 1 shot, and that shield belt recharges. So excellent. All right, so the enemies have gone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, and now it is time to put a peg in. No, I didn't do ammo. So Cassie shot the grenade, so she lost that, but she never fired her other weapon. Wade did fire. Balcor has not shot. He shot. So we have done the ammo correct. All right, so I place a token or a peg. I roll to see where a drone appears. Purple die. At number 3, which is right up here. Then I roll to see if a liege appears. And it does. Where does it appear? At number 3 also. But not that 3. It appears at this 3. Okay, it is now my turn. We didn't even open the secret door yet. All right, so Cassie will go first. She will shoot at the drone. Yeah, she'll shoot at the drone. She gets it's within short range, so she gets 3 dice. 1 hit, its armor absorbs. That goes in here. She'll fire again, and she gets 2 hits, which is enough to destroy it. And she is done. Hopper will make an effortless action here. He will take this from Wade as an action, and then he will administer it to Wade to give him 2 health back. So Wade is back to 2, but he'll have to stand up for one of his actions. All right, so that was a good use of that. So Hopper is done. Wade, for 1 action, will stand up. He will fire at this drone. He is got a 2 dice attack on that distance. And he gets 1 hit, which is not enough to destroy it. And he is done. And then Balcor, oh man. Balcor needs to defend here. He will throw the boomerang. Does he want to throw the boomerang at the liege, or does he want to fire? He'll throw the boomerang because it's a 3 dice attack. If he hits, it returns to his hands, as long as he gets 1 hit. If he misses, the boomerang stays down there. So I got a hit, but it doesn't do anything, but it does return to his hand. So that was 1 action. I'm going to do it again. This time I think I will throw it at the drone. I'm hoping for 2 hits. And I got 3 hits. I should have thrown it at the liege. So I destroy the drone, but unfortunately Balcor is done. Right there. And that is the end of my friendly's turn. Now the enemies. The liege will go first. He will fire at Balcor. However, he gets that bounce back weapon or defense that he has, which means that let me double check that. When you use these items, okay, hold on. Where he has it's that orb looking thing. It's called. Let me double check. It's got that strange symbol on it. Okay, there it is. The item deflects firstborn. Firstborn at range attacks made against the holder reflected back, applying cover, but still use the knowledge die if aqua. Okay, so he will fire, and let's see if he hits. So he rolls 2 dice, and he rolls the purple 2, by the way. Okay, so there's 1 hit, but his armor absorbs it, so it doesn't get bounced back. But he does have to apply the strange number 3, which is, hold on, here it is, 3. After the attack, target is moved 3 squares in a random direction, knocked prone. If they hit a wall, okay, I'm the target, sorry, is moved after attack, so is moved 3 squares in a random direction. That direction, 1, 2, 3. All right, so he didn't hit a wall, so no damage. And that means the liege Well, now the Liege gets to fire again. He took first action. Now his second action is one hit, again absorbed by the armor, or the shield. Okay. So he is done. Now, this one will fire at Balcor, and it does a 2 dice attack. First attack is 1, which doesn't do anything. Second shot, 1 doesn't do anything. So far, so good. This one will fire at Balcor. It's the closest. 2 shots. 2, the shield belt absorbs the 2. Second shot, 2, shield absorbs it. So that was a very good purchase for me. All right, so that one is done. And then this one will shoot, well, it's going to shoot at Wade. Technically, Hopper's the closest one. But it would. So it's a new round, so it will shoot at Hopper, which is unfortunate because Hopper's my low health guy. It fires first shot, 2 hits. Hopper has 1 armor, so it takes 1, and he's down to 2 health. It fires again, and the 1 hit is absorbed. So that's good. And that one is done. So let's take these away. That's the enemy phase. One of these goes away. We put a peg in. Now, did anybody shoot? She shot, and I took hers. Wade, did Wade shoot? Wade stood up, and he shot, and he missed. So I need to take out one of his. Balcor threw the boomerang, so he didn't lose any ammo, and Hopper has not fired. So this goes in here. Where do we place a drone? At number 3, which is right here. Man. And then we roll to see if a Liege appears. It does. Of course it does. Where? At number 5, which is down here again. So another Liege. Man, we cannot catch a break here.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.
So I place the Liege, and now we draw an event card. A rockworm arrives at a random hole. Roll that number 5. Number 5 is... Where's number 5? Right there. So we've got a rockworm in here. I'm not going back in that room. And now it's my turn. Cassie will shoot at this crazy thing. She will step up and fire point blank. So she gets 3 shots, 3 dice. And she'll use her skill. Well, what are the odds? I'll use a skill. I can make a second ranged attack with burning a skill. That's pretty cool. So let me see if I hit. If I don't hit, then I'll make a ranged attack for free for the cost of 1. All right, 2 hits is enough to kill it. So she is done. And for her free action, as a free action, she can reload. So she will reload a grenade. All right. She's done. All right, Wade needs to get this key in. 1, 2, 3. He will hide behind here, and he inserts the key. So we've got 1 key in here. And he moved and he placed it. And I think it said you have to use the key as an action. So he did. So he is done. Hopper, who has only 2 health left, he has a skill called... When defeated... Okay, not that one. Overdrive. Any action. Any action. So he could do... For 1 skill, he can do any action. He is going to shoot at that one. First shot. He rolls 2 dice. 2 hits. That's enough to destroy that one. So he shot. For his second action, he will move here. Right here. And I'm going to spend a skill to do, it says any action. He can do any action. So he's going to shoot. He just shot. So I have to place that here. He's going to shoot at the drone. Best chance of destroying the drone. 2 hits? Yes, 2 hits. This one's gone. All right, and he is done. Balcor's the only one left. Balcor will throw the boomerang. Does he want to do that, or does he want to? Yeah, we'll throw the boomerang. He throws the boomerang, which is 3, at the Liege. He gets 1 hit, so it does come back. For his second action, he does no damage. Second action, he throws it again, and I get 1 hit. Boomerang does not jam, so it does come back, and he is done. However, I am going to have with Balcor, he's going to burn a skill point. Move, then assault. He could burn 2 to do a move and assault. And he doesn't say what type. He could fire again. So he can move and assault. But what else can he do? Energize, move, or... Oh, energize. He's got that. Move or a ranged assault or restore 1 health. You know what? I'll do that. Rather than have him move, I'll spend a skill to just do a ranged assault. So he gets to roll 3 again with the boomerang. Try one more time. And nothing. So, but it does come back to him. So that was a waste. All right. He is done. It is now the enemy's turn. The Liege will fire at him. Blue, red, purple. 2 hits. That's enough, or that does not go through his shield, excuse me. And the 3 means that he gets scattered again, if I remember right. Let's see. Where's that thing? Where is that? Oh, here it is. The third one is after attack, target is moved 3 squares in a random direction. Which direction? Back this way. 1, 2, 3. All right, so he's back here. And that was his first shot. Now he'll shoot again with 2 dice. Nothing. So he is done. This drone will shoot 2 dice. Nothing. Second shot, he'll shoot again. Nothing. And then this one can see Cassie, but actually Balcor is closer. Cassie's 1 more inch away. So this one will fire at Balcor. 2 absorbs by the shield. Second shot, nothing. All right, Balcor and that energy shield is unbelievable. Okay, we got to figure this out. All right, it is now, the enemy has gone. And I draw these back. 1, 2, 3, 4. I put a peg in. Did anybody shoot? Balcor keeps firing the... Yeah, so we just put a peg in. Where does the drone appear? At 3. I cannot get rid of that one. Does a Liege appear? Yes. Where does it appear? At 2, which is right here. That is not where I want a Liege to be, but we can't do much about it. All right, draw an event card. Draw out the prey. Choose a random beast not currently in play. It arrives at the closest wormhole or entry point to the highest ranking game hunter, where there are no game hunters on the board. So this doesn't happen. And I found out that when you can't do a card, you shuffle it back in. I thought that you just discarded it, but it gets, if you cannot resolve the text, it gets shuffled back in. All right. It is now my turn, and we've got to get that door open. Wade already put his key in. So this time around, I'll have Wade move 1, 2, 3. He's out of view of this one, but he can shoot at this one. He will shoot at that drone. That is medium range. He will use 2 dice. And that is 2 hits, and that is more than enough to destroy it. And Wade is done, and his bullet goes in here. So now we are in the aware stage, which is not where I wanted to be. Okay, Wade is done. Cassie. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So both actions. She's not going to be able to get there in time. Let's see. What can she do? Well, let's do Balcor. Balcor will throw the boomerang at the liege. He gets a 3 dice attack. 1 means it comes back, but it misses. He'll do it again. 1. Man, that liege is stubborn. All right, I will spend a skill point to make another ranged assault. And there we go. 2 hits is enough to kill that liege. And Balcor is done. But he's only got 1 skill point left. The robot will fire at the drone. It's a 2 dice attack. That's 2 hits. That's enough to kill it. That was good. And then for his next action, he will move. We need to get to safety. So he's going to move here into cover where he can't be shot at until it's time to run. He is done. Actually, yeah, he's done. All right. Cassie, if she can move here, she can fire at him. 1, 2, 3. She has line of sight to him. She does not have, however, a long-range weapon. Darn it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and she'll use her passive, or what do you call it, the free action to just duck into this cover. So she is in cover, which will force him to come closer. All right, that is it for all of my crew. Now it's the enemy phase. Worm doesn't do anything. This one, the liege. The liege knows he's here, but he can't get, so he'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, and he still can't see him the way the angle is. So he'll have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he can kind of see Wade, not really, but close. All right, then this one, actually, hold on. At any time, could he have seen Balcor? Because he might have done that. Not really. There's too many things between him. There's this and then this edge right here, which is blocking him. So, but when he moves up here, it's even worse. So yeah, he'll stay there. This one, however, will fire 2 shots at Balcor. First shot is not a hit. He absorbs it. Second shot is not a hit. It absorbs it. I love that belt. Okay. Let's see. That's it for 1 enemy, 2 enemies. Is that it? That's all the enemies. So, it is now time for this. We put a peg in. 2 drones will appear. Where do they appear? 5, which is up here, and 6, which is right here. Then a liege automatically appears. Where? At 3, which is way up here again. Then I roll to see if one of these iconoclasts appear. You roll the green. It does not, thankfully. And then you roll the purple die. On a 6, the firstborn, or the trueborn, appears. And I rolled a 3, so it does not. All right, it's time to get this thing done. Draw an event card. Catastrophic release. If there's a Dyson reactor, it has been destroyed. If all exhausts are active, I forgot to remove this, so it would have come off. So none of the exhausts are active. Remove any count. Otherwise, all exhausts become active. You know what? I'm cool with that because these 2 dum-dums are within danger range of it. So when it turns on, here's what happens. The drone is within 1. So, activated event. When activated, other characters suffer an attack. 2 dice within 2 squares. 3 if adjacent. So it's adjacent, so it takes a 3 dice attack. No, 1 point's not enough to get through its shields. Now this one is within 2 squares, so it takes a 2 dice attack. And that's 2 hits. And that one is kill. Roar. All right, I like that. This one right here, however, there's nothing around it, so it doesn't do anything. Okay, drew the event card. Now, let's get going. Cassie, 1, 2, 3, 4. and she inserts her key. And the rules say that with 2 keys, I think it's an action though. I think on the next one I can unlock the door. Let me double check that. But the command console. Once one or more runes are placed in the console is active. Traders can interact. Interact is an action to resolve one of the following. So if there's 2 runes, which I have put in, you can open or close hidden doors on the board. You can also deactivate stasis fields, which means you can turn these off and kill what's in them. I've already done these 3, but in just a moment when I hit wake protocols, a liege will come out of this. So I could kill it, but I think we're going to try to get out of here. All right. So she put it in there. So for her neck, actually Hopper can now activate it. So Hopper, so she moved and she activated it. So she is done. Wade will 1, 2, 3, 4. He will get closer so he can fire at this one, close range. He fires 3 dice. 2 hits is enough to destroy it. He is done, and one of his ammos comes over here. All right, where did I put him? He's right here, or is he right there? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right. Hopper will activate. He'll interact. So he opens this door. It is now unlocked. And he can go, he's right here. He can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hopefully on the next one he will make a run for it. All right, he is done. Balcor. If I run, he's gonna pull closer, which is really what I want. So he's gonna run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the downside is he has moved all his actions, but I'm going to spend that last skill point to take that free ranged assault. He will throw his boomerang 3 dice at that. And he misses, but it does come back to him. So that's bad. All right. It is now the enemy's turn. The liege cannot see anybody. So he will move 1, 2, 3, 4. He still can't see, so he'll move 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he will be able to see Wade on his next action, next move. Although he can't because this is on, so he won't come by this. So instead what he would do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He would come this way and avoid the danger here. All right, so he takes no action and he is done. This one will first move. It'll move out of danger. Well, it wants to move out of danger. If it moves here, it's still within 2. And if it moves here, it can see Wade. So it will move here and fire at Wade with a 2 dice attack. And 1 hit is absorbed by Wade's armor, so nothing happens. And he is done. Yeah, that thing is done. All right, so take. Oh wait, hold on. Forgot this guy up here. This one, these are close. So he would go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he can see Wade, which is bad. Now he's going to get a shot in. 2 dice attack. That is 1 hit, which doesn't do anything. All right. He's done. So it is time to head home. Did Wade shoot? I already did the whole thing, didn't I? Balcor ran. Yes, so everybody's done. It is now time to place a peg. Where do the 2 drones go? The first drone goes at number 1, which is right here. Second drone goes at number 4, which is up here. The liege goes where? At number 6, which is way down here. Down here. And then I'd roll to see if an iconoclast comes out. Does it? No. I roll the purple. Does the Trueborn appear? I rolled a 5. It does not. It is now time to draw the event card. I am in Aware. Maneuvers. Each trader may make an assault action against any firstborn character. Well, heck yeah. Any trader. All right, so each trader, it says. So Wade will shoot at this one. He gets a free shot. It's going to cost an ammo, but it's worth it. So he will shoot. That should have gone here. That should have gone here. He is at medium range, so he only rolls 2 dice. 2 hits, that's enough. That one is gone. Okay, oops. Let me get that. Step on it. Okay, Wade is gone. Let's do Balcor. Well, Balcor can't see this one. But guess what? Cassie can see these guys. And she sees a chance to use her grenade launcher again, which I'm going to do. So it's 4 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she will spend 2 ranged. She's got 2 skills. Ranged attack with +1 die. After rolling, you may split the hits between 2 eligible targets within short range of each other. So she will burn her last 2 skill points to roll 5 dice. I got 1, 2, and 3. I will take the 2 to kill the liege, and the 1 doesn't do anything to the guy here. So she'll just shoot him for her second action with a 2-shot attack, which Wade already shot, didn't he? So he already put a bullet in, so I'd put that over here. All right, 2 shots. 1 hit is not enough to kill this guy. Balcor, can Balcor see this one? Let me see. Yes, he can. Balcor will throw the boomerang at this one. 3. And 3 will do it. That is dead. And the boomerang returns to him. I love that boomerang. I'm going to miss one day, and then I'm going to have to either decide to leave it be or go after it, and that could be bad. All right. And the robot... Technically, the robot can take a shot at the liege. There is a line of sight there. It's a corridor. Yep. So the robot fires 2 dice. And 2 hits will do it. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, and now it is my turn. That was the event card. On this turn, Cassie says, get to the ship. Wade will run first since he's closest to the door. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay away from this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Thankfully, there is a path that doesn't take it near this. And he is done. Balcor, who has the shield, orders the captain. You go first, Cap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's done. He says, Hopper, get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't get any closer. And then Balcor will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, and he'll close this door as an action. And he is done. Now they know where I am. The only problem I could foresee is a worm popping up right here, which could be bad. So let's see what happens. They're all gone. It is now the enemy phase. Well, the enemies know where I am. So these will move. They can't move this way because of the fire. They will not move into danger. So instead it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it can't come here because that would put it in danger. So instead it would go this way. It would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It can come down here and come this way. All right. One enemy. That is it. Killed all the lieges. All right. So now it is end of the round. Put a peg in. Where do the 2 drones appear? First one at number 5, which is right here. And the next one will appear at 4, which is up here. where does the Liege appear? The Liege appears at number 4 as well. Oh, entry point 4 right there, not patrol point 4. And then does a Iconoclast appear? Ooh, yes it does. Please don't be close to me. At number 6, which is way over here. These Iconoclasts are dangerous. All right, there's that. And then I roll the purple to see on a 6 the Trueborn appears. Does it? It does not. Okay, on the next one, instead of rolling the purple, you roll the green for the Trueborn, so there's more likely of it appearing. It is now, I put this in, now I draw an event card. Strange object. There it is. It was always there on the floor right in front of you. You pick it up and immediately overcome by intoxicating visions. Multiple possible futures. Keep this card and discard it during any of your trader turn. That trader uses one of their actions to communicate the strange vision to the rest of the crew. After doing so, for the rest of the round, all traders in your crew re-roll up to 2 dice on assaults. Well, I don't think that's going to really be necessary because at this point, what I'm going to do is, it's now my turn. Wade's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he's going to open this arc here and see what we get. Oh, we got one of the Ingrams, which is good. That's worth money. He got something called just some raw minerals. Okay. And then he got the little raw mineral, which is fine. And that is his turn. He is done. Cassie the ship is right here, so she can go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She is done. Oops. The robot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's done. And Balcor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he is done. All right. That's the end of my turn. It's the enemies. This one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's coming. This one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he's done. This one can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. Those drones move. This one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's done. This one can't go this way, so it will go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that one is done. Is that all of them? Oh, the Iconoclast. Yeah, let's not forget about bad guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He is coming. All the drones have moved. All right, that's the end of the round. Place a peg. I've only got one drone to place, so where does it go? At number 2, right here. So that one is going. Let's pick all these up. And where does the Liege... Oh, 2 drones. I can only place 1, so it did. So where does the Liege go? I do have a Liege to place. It goes at number 1, which is right here. And then I roll for an Iconoclast. I've got 1 left to place. It does appear. Where does it appear? At number 4, which is right up here. And then on a 6, the Trueborn appears. It does not. All right, I think I got this. It is now time to draw an event card. I am in Aware. Increase patrols. Activate. Oh, this is what I was kind of worried about. Activate all rank 1 and 2 firstborn that do not have line of sight to a trader. The knowledge die is not used. Okay, so the only level 3 is the Iconoclast. So everything else activates. So let's do this one. This one will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it just 1 action? You activate them. So they get 2 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's coming. This one is a level 3, so it doesn't go. That one's a level 3, so it doesn't go. This one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one goes, well, let's do these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It sees me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 2 of these guys in here now breathing down my neck. Actually, they never get closer than 1, so he would just stay here with the door open. Then these will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're chasing me off the ship, no doubt. All right, that's gone. That's gone. Although I guess now I can use this. I may need it. So they re-roll up to 2 dice on assaults. So let's do this. Balcor will... All right, it's my turn. So Balcor will... I don't want to lose the boomerang. So let's do this. Balcor will... Actually, Wade. What am I talking about? Wade. No, Wade needs to move. Wade's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going to cover the captain. The captain's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. She's out. 1, 2, 3, 4. The robot's out. Balcor is going to... If he moves, he could punch and at least kill one of them, but then these other 2 are going to be coming around. Let's pull them in. 1, 2, 3. He'll shoot and then move. So he'll shoot 2 dice attack with his pistol. First time he's fired it. Now we are in Wake Protocols, which is not good. And nothing. And then he'll move. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got him there, and that is all he can do. Man, they are literally going to chase me right to the airlock. All right, it is now the enemy turn. All right, this one will move twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. This one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't go any further because this is blocking him. And he won't move here because that would put him within 2 of the fire. This one will then move. This one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're all lining up the door, but they can't get through because these drones are blocking them. You're supposed to do it in rank order, highest to lowest. So because they can't move here, and well, I guess they could have moved here. They can move through a friendly, so I'll just move them up here. That's as far as they can go, but they cannot get any closer because they get burned. All right, so they're like a line here. Now these are the bad ones. All right, so here we go. Let's do the closest one first. 1, 2, 3, 4. It can now see. It will fire at Balcor. No hit. This one can go 1, 2, 3, 4. It can fire at Balcor. And it does hit. His armor does 2, so the belt is disabled, unfortunately, because it overloads. And that final one is absorbed by his 1 armor, his natural armor. Now, this one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it can't see 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it can't see. So I got 4 drones in here. It doesn't really matter. As long as this card doesn't do something like teleport me to the other side, my guys are going to be able to get off. All right, that is it. We place a peg. I'll go ahead and go through the motions. 2 drones. I don't have any more drones to place. The liege, I have 1 liege, and it goes at number 6, which is right down here. The iconoclast, does it appear? No. Does the Trueborn appear? No. All right. The event card. I am in Awake Protocols. Focused Assault. The nearest liege to a traitor makes an immediate ranged attack against, if possible. The lieges cannot make a range because they have no line of sight. If possible, rolling 1 additional die. The knowledge die is not used. All right, so since it can't do it, you shuffle this back in. And I believe you draw... I keep forgetting. I think you draw another card. We'll do it just to mess with things. Wake Protocol. Focused. Place an iconoclast at a random entry point. Well, both iconoclasts are out. So, I shuffle this one back in, and I'll draw another one. I think you draw another one. I don't know. I know the rule said if you can't do the card, you just shuffle it back into the deck. But I can't remember if it said you draw another one. I'll check. Let's draw it. Wake Protocol. It's a trap. A hunter has set a trap for a rockworm. Place a reminder counter on a random... It doesn't matter. I can pick any one. I'm not... Well, I am near a 1 on a random. Let's roll the d6. I rolled a 3. So the trap is going to be set here, which won't affect me. This goes away. It is now my turn. Both guys get into the airlock, and that is it. That is done. All right. Nice. So the good news is I got 1 Ingram here, which is worth 3. And I got another Ingram here, which is worth 3. This mission said all Ingrams that you sell this turn are worth 4 times the more. So yes, these are Ingrams, and I've got 2 that I carried over from a previous mission. I was using them, or I was going to use them, but I never did. So they're worth 3. I guess they're all worth 3. No, this one's worth 5. 5, 3, 3, and 3. So add it up. That's 8 plus 6 is 14. 14 times 4 is 56 credits. That will probably allow me to at least get 1 better weapon for Wade, or maybe some better equipment for Hopper. Remember, the VIP, when you go back to Outpost 5 at the end, between each game, only 1 character of level 2 or higher, and that's level 1. They're all level 2 except for Hopper. Cassie bought her gun. That was my 1 buy at the VIP. I think the next one will be either Balcor or Wade will get something more powerful. So that was, what did I say, 56. He's going to sell this for 7. 56, that's 63. And he can sell these for 4. That is, actually I may save these because you can craft weapons with some of this stuff. I'm going to hold on to that and make sure. Oh, here's another one I can sell. 63 plus 5 is 68. She got this, which I'm going to hold on to. And what is this? You have to sell reds. So 68 plus 56, 63, 68. 68 plus 4 is 72. 72. I can go shopping with 72. All right, well, that was fun. All right, that's all I have for this game. Mission briefing number 7 is called Repair the Reactor. I'll be playing that next. Probably not right now and not today. So I'm going to take a break. Whenever you're watching this, I'll see you next week with another episode of Core Space Firstborn, where I'll be playing Mission Briefing number 7, Repair the Reactor. All right, this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this really fun game of Core Space. Until then, everybody, take care.